What up, YouTube? It's your boy Nick at Night here. Breaking news: Kyrie Irving is now a Dallas Maverick. What the hell? Everybody was thinking the Lakers were going all in on Kyrie after LeBron James put this tweet out, pretty much saying who he wanted to join him in Los Angeles to make a push in the West. They were throwing out Russell Westbrook's name. They were throwing out Austin Reeves' name. They were throwing out everybody they could. And pretty much their talks were all ongoing for the last few days. Kyrie 2 days ago said, "Hey, I want to be traded. Get me out of here before I walk in free agency." It's one of those things where you kind of handcuff the franchise. They have to figure out, are you bluffing or are we just going to get something for you and move on? And when you look at Brooklyn, they've had a lot of drama from the KD talks of him leaving, the Steve Nash firing, now to Kyrie's weird contract negotiations talking about winning a championship and all that. It just really feels like that franchise is disgruntled and doesn't know what they're doing sometimes. And it's kind of embarrassing when you have two superstars and you just keep having all of these things. And it's one of those things where you're just like, oh, for Brooklyn Nets fans, you're like, oh man. The thing is though, what do you get from this? I mean, you have two teams basically that are going in opposite directions now. Dallas Mavericks, of course, they get Kyrie Irving in this trade, get to pair him up with Luka Doncic, see what Dallas gets to do now. It honestly, that's going to be a fun pairing to watch. But where do they stack up in the West? Are they better than Denver right now? Are they better than Memphis? Are they going to be in that middle pack? What do the Clippers do now? Because they were trying to trade for him. What do the Lakers do now? Do people go after Utah Jazz's Jordan Clarkson? Do they go after Houston Rockets Eric Gordon now? There's going to be a lot of shuffling now. We always know with the trade deadline coming up, the first domino, and especially when it's a superstar, changes everything. What does Phoenix do? They were in talks with this. There is a lot of teams that are going to be looking to make moves. Golden State, Steph Curry's hurt. What do they do now? Now you start to look at teams, especially in the West, like, ooh, Dallas just got stronger. Does this put them up into that next tier of competition for a championship? We're going to argue it. We're going to see. Now, the thing is, what does this mean for Brooklyn in the East? You had a team that was competing with Milwaukee, Boston. This definitely pushes them down. I'm no disrespect to Spencer Dinwiddie. It sucks that he had to find out by a Shams tweet and the team didn't even tell him he was getting traded. That seems to be happening a lot with athletes. But he can ball. Nets got Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, two guys that can ball. I'm pretty sure though Kevin Durant wasn't like, man, I can't wait to go ball out with Spencer Dinwiddie and Ben Simmons this year. It probably was not on his mind. But it's happening. What happens with Kevin Durant now? Do they blow it up completely and trade him away? A lot of teams are going to start calling them phones asking for Kevin Durant. The thing is, though, Brooklyn, you did get a 2029 first round pick, 2027 second round pick, and a 2029 second round pick. You needed those picks. Why you probably are asking that? Because you remember this guy, James Harden, when you traded for him with the Houston Rockets, you gave up a lot of picks, pick swaps, and first rounders. 2023, Nets first round pick swap. 2024, Nets first round pick. 2025, Nets first round pick swap. 2026, Nets first round pick. And 2027, Nets first round pick swap. Thing is, you don't want to be terrible because if Houston starts to go upwards and you go downwards, those pick swaps, hey, give me it. Those picks are going to mean a lot more if you're bad. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to be terrible and just falter down towards the Hornets and all those teams. No. But when you get a Kevin Durant asking to be traded now it's starting to look weird. Now what are you doing? What direction are you going? We're going to have to see how this plays out for sure on both sides because this drastically moves the Mavs upwards in the West and this drastically moves the Nets downwards in the East. That being said, though, for all NBA content, you can subscribe to our network. We're going to be dropping a lot more coming forward. We got a few videos on the Washington Wizards. We got a few videos on the Utah Jazz. All these teams that don't get talked about in the NBA usually, we're going to be talking about them right here on our social medias. You can also follow us at the SLG Network on Facebook, where we drop all breaking news, try to beat out all the big people, especially on other news that you may not hear about. But congrats to the Mavs making a choice. We're going to be dropping a lot more content, maybe strictly on these teams. We'll be dropping a lot more NBA trade content. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Much love, YouTube. Peace.